now, the topic is on scripting, the law of attraction. This is the law of attraction lesson, and it is on scripting for manifestation. I'm going to give you the tips and the tricks to make sure you're doing this correctly. Then I'm going to give you an example. And then again, you guys, I'm going to ask a question and someone is going to win this book. Okay. So now let's move on. So why is scripting so important, you guys? Now, we all know about the law of attraction. We all know whatever it is we focus on, we are basically attracting that into our lives, whether it's good or bad. And listen, you guys, no one's perfect. We all do things where we're up and down, okay? Now, scripting is one of the techniques that you can use to help reprogram your subconscious mind to bring about whatever it is you want in your life, okay? And I'm going to talk to you about some techniques that you can use. When you do scripting, you are basically taking whatever it is that you have imagined in your mind and which is already in the spiritual realm. And when you write it out, you are bringing that into the physical. So everybody knows on this channel, if you follow me, that whatever it is you are thinking, it is already a possibility to come into your life. If you're saying, Yvette, I'm going to be a millionaire, I am a millionaire. Okay. I am a creator, like the shirt says. If you want the shirt, it's in the description. And you're saying, Yvette, I am a creator. I'm going to be a millionaire. I already have it, Yvette. I already see it. This is already out there in the universe. You already sent the energy that this is what it is you want. When you do that, it is already a possibility in your life. Now, if you manifest it on the physical realm, that's basically up to you and how you work out your life. Now, when you do scripting, you are actually taking whatever it is you have in your mind that you are seeing and you are writing it out. When you do that, you are bringing whatever it is on the inside and you're bringing it out to the physical. That's why scripting is so important. And to me, it's one of the law of attraction techniques that actually helps you manifest whatever it is you want very quickly. Okay. So that's why it's important. And when I say scripting, you can use it for health. You can use it for wealth. You can use it for your career. You can use it for peace of mind and just for happiness and for love. Whatever it is you want to do, you can use it for that. Okay. Now, let's go through some techniques that I'm going to say that I would use for this. And one of the techniques that everyone uses is the 369, you guys. Okay. Now, what is the difference? Okay, let me introduce you to the other one also. So the 369, where you write something 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night, is a powerful way. What are you doing? You're taking something from the spiritual, bringing it into the physical, and you're focusing on it because all through the day, you're writing it 3 times, 6 times, 9 times, and you're constantly bringing it to your attention. Now, another way of manifesting using scripting is the It Works technique, okay? And again, if you guys don't know, I do have the 369 and the It Works journal. It's available on Barnes & Nobles and Amazon, okay? And you can get it also on my website. Now, when we're looking at It Works is more like writing out whatever it is that you want as if it's a story, okay? This technique here, you can basically include more than one thing, okay? You can write it out as a story or you can write it out as bullets, okay? However you want to write it out. But you make sure you mention whatever's most important to you first. So you're actually writing it in order of importance, okay? So you can write it up as a story or you can write it as bullets. The difference between the two of these is that the It Works is more like long-term for me, and it's more like you writing out whatever it is that you want. It could be many different things. The 369 method is you repeatedly writing something that you want right now. Maybe you need a certain amount of money right now to get something. Maybe you're trying to get a house and you're in the process and you want it to come through right now. These are the things that I would use the 369 for. And I'm going to tell you this right now. This technique works along with this one. This one is more long-term, meaning anything that you want, multiple things you want, the way you want your life to be. This is an excellent way of manifesting it. Again, I have these books available. Now, which one would I use? I just explained to you. If it's something you're trying to change in your life, you want a house, you want a car, you want a mate, and you're just building your life, I would stick with this. And I would keep reading it. And as I get some of the things, I will write them off, add more things to it. This one right here is just, look, Yvette, I'm going for this job interview. You're going to write it 3, 6, 9 times. 3 times. Hey, thank you, God, for blessing me. I just got the promotion. I am so happy. My salary went up, everything. I work with beautiful people. I'm just very happy. Keep it very short, you guys. And you're going to write it 3 times in the morning, 6 times, and then 9 times. These 9 times. These are the 2 different ways. Now, the other way of manifesting is just using a journal. And you can write whatever it is, the 369 method, the It Works method, just writing a story about your life and just reading it over and over and over again. Okay, so I'm going to give you the tips on how to do effective scripting when you're doing this method. Okay, now you can even script on a little tiny little piece of paper and carry it around with you and then pull it out and read it multiple times. Okay, now I'm going to give you other techniques that you can do. Like when you write it on a little piece of paper like this, you can actually place it somewhere where you can see it. You can place this under your pillow, pull it out every night, read it, put it in your wallet, take it with you, whatever you want to do. But there's so many things that you can do, and it's considered scripting. Another way, another form of scripting is taking something that indicates whatever it is that you want and writing on top of the picture. Like I wrote here, sold, manifested. Okay. I was selling my house, but this is actually, I sold it already. But I took a picture of my house, I printed it out, and I wrote, when I printed the picture out, what I wanted it to say. And I placed this picture all over the place, and I read it constantly. You can even take a picture of 2 people falling in love and getting married, or a hand of someone with a ring on it. And you could say, at this time, God, thank you for blessing me. I now am married. I'm married to the perfect person. He loves me for me, and I love him for him. And we respect each other, and we are overly in love with each other. Whatever it is you want to write on it. And then what would I do? Read it 3 times a day, you guys. Okay. It is just that simple. Now, I just gave you guys some techniques that you can do and use while scripting. Now, some other things that I want to tell you that you can do with scripting, and that is candle magic. When you are writing something out, okay, you might want to take a nice little white candle and sit it in front of you. White, again, covers all the colors, and you're radiating and in peace and calmness as you burn a candle. If you want to do this, though, please be very careful with the candles, okay? Now, depending on what it is you're trying to do, you can change up on the colors, okay? White is for everything, okay, you guys? Hello, everyone. Blue is for communication and for healing, everyone, okay? Orange is for success, okay? Black is for release and protection. So this is release of your old life, or it could be for protection, okay? Whatever it is you want, release or protection of negativity, whatever it is. Yellow is for inspiration, spirituality, for your intuition, for ideas, okay? Purple is just spirituality, higher knowing, whatever it is you're trying to do, and it can be used for anything. And then we got the green for abundance. Again, there are so many, green is for the abundance, and it's also for your heart, and it's for healing, okay? So there's so many things you can do at this time. You can even burn these candles, which are Lelokins Awens, and they're on my site. Business success. So if you're writing about business, you might want to burn one of these candles and let it burn out. After you finish writing, read it a couple of times, look in the flame, and thank God, thank the universe for blessing you. This one right here is for legal matters, for those people that have a court case, okay? You can burn this in front of your scripting as you're doing prayer work or anything else you're doing. This right here is for success, for whatever, court case, love, whatever, money, whatever it is you're doing, you can use that. And this one is for healing, and this one is for wealth, money, okay? So these are little things that you can do while you're scripting to get you in that mood. Another thing you can do while you're scripting is to play music, everyone. Again, we're not talking about dun, 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 dun. We're not talking about that. We're talking about something calm and mellow. Okay, something to get you in a nice mood, a nice, comfortable mood. So while you're writing, you're basically opening yourself up for manifesting whatever it is that you want. It does not have to be instrumental. Sometimes when I do scripting, it's with music that I like. I'm an old school person, and you guys already know that. So I might start playing Atlantic Star, Midnight Star, Billy Ocean, whatever. I might start playing all these different things, or I might play R&B instrumental, okay? While I'm sitting there scripting, writing, praying, meditating, whatever. If I'm doing more of a meditation thing, then it's more of instrumental, okay? If you guys understand so far what I am saying, please give me that thumbs up. And I see you right there saying you're a new subscriber. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And welcome to everybody being a subscriber. And Sharon East, I want to thank you for signing up to be a gold member. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if you guys understand what I'm saying so far, please give me that thumbs up, you guys. We got 95 people here, 15 minutes in. We got a couple of more minutes, and I'm going to let you guys enjoy your day. I'm not going to keep you that long today, okay? So now, what are the steps into important, okay? And I'm going to start off with those first, okay? And one is, when you start scripting, it must be in the present tense. You cannot script and say that I will some other time. Now, there's one exception to being in the present tense. It's if you have a particular date, okay? Why I'm saying that? When you're saying I will have, I someday will have, you're basically putting something out in front of you and not connecting to you. Someday I will have. That someday could be forever. Okay? So when you do present tense, I need you to say, I have, I am, thank you, God, because you're basically saying, I already have it. Okay? Now, one exception is if it's a certain date. Thank you, God, for blessing me with the $50,000 that I received by May 15, 2025. Okay, you put an actual date on there, so you're not throwing it out for never to manifest. You're actually saying it is done by this date. Okay, so you're already expecting and sure that it is coming by that date. That is important. So present tense is one of my important ones. The next one is to be very clear with whatever it is that you want. Again, when I went to manifest my car, my Range Rover, I thought it was too much money. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not spending all that money. I don't think I can afford it. And I placed two cars, the car that I wanted and the car that I would be happy with. It wasn't clear. I placed these on my refrigerator, and this is what I was seeing all the time. It wasn't until I realized that everything else manifested except for this, and I went back and I ripped that other car up. And I put that car on my refrigerator and said, no, it's this car and this car only. Within a day or two, that car was actually at my house. Okay, you guys, it was at my house. This is the picture that I had on my refrigerator. Okay, this is the picture. And it wasn't until I got rid of the other car on my refrigerator as a substitute is when this car came into my possession. Okay? So clarity, everyone, is very important when it comes down to scripting for manifestation. Now, the next thing that I will tell you that's very, very important for manifestation using the scripting is emotions. Okay, you guys? Emotions, 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 emotions. Regardless if we are using visualization, scripting, affirmations, whatever it is you're using as a form of manifestation technique, emotions should be included. Okay, you guys? When I say when you're scripting and emotions should be included, I'm talking about I am so happy. I am so ecstatic. Oh my God, I can't believe this is so God. Thank you. I am so grateful. The emotions is in the writing. So when I read it, I can feel the emotions. I get comments from people. And when I get the comments from people, I can feel the anguish. I can feel the worry, the fear. The same way if you wrote and say, Yvette, I'm so happy. Oh my God, I just won $50. And I feel it. I feel the energy. And you know what? By you being grateful for that $50 and throwing that out to the universe is going to reward you with more. Okay? It's just that simple, everyone. So, adding feelings to whatever it is you're writing is going to get you there. You can even, if you're doing the It Works technique, write out, God, thank you. I am so very happy. And then start doing bullets for all the things that you want in the order of importance. Okay? Whatever. Or you can put it in, I am so happy that I have my car. I am so happy that I have my perfect mate. I am so happy that I just manifested my house. Whatever it is. Okay, if you're using the 369, thank you, God. I'm very happy that I just manifested the $50,000. I am now debt free. Everything is working well. I am financial free. Everything is working well. Whatever you want to say. Okay. But you're adding in those feelings of how I would feel if this was true. Okay. And that is great because you guys have to remember feelings, you guys, feelings. It's going to be part of your emotional vibrational scale. I don't want you to write something where you're feeling like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I want you to write something where you're feeling happy, like, oh my God, this just happened. I can't believe it. God said whatever it is that I'm writing is going to come true, and you're writing it and you're happy. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy. Okay? I am so at peace. Whatever it is you're trying to do. Okay? Now, another thing that is important when it comes down to scripting, and that is reading it, everyone. We just don't write something out, throw it away, never look at it. Why did you even waste your time? It does send some energy out while you was writing it, but if you're no longer paying attention to it, you're not watering it. Okay, you're not watering the seed that you just planted. Okay, and that's important. I'm not saying you got to read it 3 times a day, 5 times a day. I'm not saying that, but at least read it 1 to 3 times a day if you wrote it out on a piece of paper or a journal. If you wrote it using the It Works or the 369, you already know you're writing it multiple times. You already know part of the It Works technique is to write it out and then read it 3 times. Okay, so just don't write something and don't look at it no more. It's important to pull it out and water whatever it is that you planted. Okay, so the last one before I get to the other ones is you need to release and let go, you guys. I cannot tell you this more than 100 times. Okay, you have to release and let go. When you do not release and let go, you are saying, God, universe, Allah, Jehovah, I don't trust. I don't trust you taking care of it. I don't trust that you're going to give it to me. I don't trust that it's going to work out. I basically don't believe. So I must take control and do this myself because I don't trust. When you're doing any type of manifestation technique, you have to release and let go. Release and let go. Water your seed by reading it, okay? Or writing it over again, okay? You can write this and write it over again and over again. And it doesn't matter because as you write it, you might say, hey, look, I wrote this last time. I don't think I really want that. I want this. This would be more in alignment with who I am. And then you change it. Regardless if you're writing it, changing it, the idea is you're growing. You're knowing more about who you are and what is great for you. So there's nothing wrong with making changes, you guys, okay? So I just told you, keep things present, okay? Emotions have to be included. Be clear about what you're saying. Read it 1 to 3 times a day, depending on what method you're using, okay? And then release and let go. Now, some other things is people might say, well, Yvette, how long do it need to be? And that depends on what you're using. Again, 369, it will no longer be more than 1 or 2 sentences if I'm doing the 369. Why? Because you're doing it 3 times in the morning, which is okay, 6 times in the afternoon while you're at work, while you're taking care of the kids. Do you really have time to write a whole book 3 times and 6 times in the afternoon and then 9 times at night? Do you really think you're going to write a whole paragraph 9 times for 30 days or 28 days? You're going to start missing days. I went out last night. I didn't have time. I was tired. And then when you're doing it, you're going to be drained. You're going to say, I don't feel like doing this. And then that emotions is going to be there because it's not coming from fun. It's not coming from being happy. It's coming from, I don't really want to do this. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the length depends. Me, I keep it short. I don't have to bring in a million words to say something that I really want, okay? Again, when I manifested something, I used this tiny little piece of paper and I wrote on the front and the back. And it was very clear about what it is that I desired, okay? So another thing that I can actually say that is important, and that would be realistic, everyone, okay? Be realistic. I'm going to manifest $1 million by tomorrow. Do you really believe it? By you doing that, you're playing games with the universe. You really are. You're playing games. And you're going to manifest the opposite. Because inside of you, the real you inside, know this is not true. I'm going to manifest $1 million, Yvette, in 2 days. How? You got anything in plan? What are you doing to manifest $1 million in 2 days? What are you doing? Okay? Yvette, I'm going to manifest $1 million by the year 2027. And I'm going to do this, Yvette, by starting my own business. I'm going to thank the universe already because I already know it's done and nothing's going to stop me. And I say, yo, you know what? That's a possibility and it's probably already done for you. There's a difference, okay? A very, very, very big difference in those 2 writings, okay? So be realistic, okay? Now, I also wrote down gratitude, always being thankful, because I start mine off, God, I'm thankful. Thank you. Being filled with gratitude. And another thing is the why. Know why you want this, because the why is going to get you where it is you want to go. If you're scripting to write out something that you want a house, why? I want a house to put my family in. I want a house to put my family in and to stop paying high rent. If I'm going to pay high rent, I want to pay it in a house, something that I can claim at the end of the year, something that I can leave for my family, my children. That's the why. And that why is going to be the energy, the motor to get you there, the engine to get you there. Okay? So these are the things that I'm saying to actually script and be effective at doing it and see results. These are the things that I am suggesting. Now, an example of, I gave you guys a couple of examples, but here's another example of a scripting, a very simple scripting for money. I am overly excited that now I have $50,000 in my bank account for the good of everyone involved. Okay, I'm happy. The amount is clear. Okay, now it's stating now. I'm seeing it now. It's already done. It's now. It's here. I see it. And you're putting it out to the universe. You can put a date on that, okay? Maybe you want to manifest your career. There's a promotion coming up. Thank you, God. I am overly excited that now I have the promotion at the bank. I am now the assistant manager at the bank. I work with great people. I am happy, and my income has tripled. You're very clear how much you want. You want your income to triple. You're working with nice people. You're very happy, okay? And it's clear about the position that you wanted, okay? And then, but you can always leave or something better. You can always say that, God, thank you for blessing me, or with something better. But I know this is already done because God, you said that whatever it is that I desire, it is always done to what I want, with whatever it is that I want, as long as I have belief. Whatever, okay? And it is just that simple. Now, moving forward, an example of a scripting that I did, you guys, and that is when I manifested my house. This is the exact piece of paper that I wrote on. Okay, you guys? I wrote on this little piece of paper. It stated that I had 3 bedrooms, 2 in the house, 1 in the basement. It stated that I had 2 bathrooms in the house, 1 in the basement. I don't have a basement in my townhouse. Okay, most of them don't come with a basement, but I have the 3 bedrooms, the 3 bathrooms. It also stated that I had a garage. I have a garage. It also stated that I was going to have dark chocolate cabinets. I have those upstairs. It also stated that I was going to have wood floors. I have that. It also stated that my living area, my bedroom and office was going to be separate from the rest of the house. I'm on the first floor. Everything else in the spare bedroom is upstairs. Okay? So it worked out exactly. The only thing that's different is the extra bedroom. Instead of it being in the basement with the bathroom as a little visitors area, it is upstairs. Everything. Actually, I also placed on here that I wanted to live near entertainment and near the water. I have a boat slip outside, which wasn't on here, but I am on the water. Okay, I'm facing the park and I'm facing the water and front and back. Okay, at the same time, I'm very close to all the entertainment. Okay, so these are the things that I wanted, and they all manifested using this little simple little piece of paper. I think I wrote it out again. Yep, on this little piece of paper, only on one side. I only wrote on one side on this little piece of paper. See how small it is, you guys, against me? And it was very simple. A townhouse, 2 floors, small backyard, fireplace, walk-in closets, garage, large bedroom, updated kitchen. Ha ha. And I got everything on this list. Check, 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 check. Look, a little piece of paper, you guys, okay? This is how powerful scripting is. It is powerful, you guys. Scripting, writing on pictures, whatever it is that you desire. This is my nurse practitioner. Success as working as a nurse practitioner. Right here. Again, another thing I wrote only on one side, not on the other, on one side. And it all manifested. Okay? So these are the things that I'm telling you guys. In order for you to be effective at scripting, this is what you need to do. Ha ha.